Friday morning, it was a tremendous shock to find out that 12 people just over here were shot by a man that decided that he wanted to perpetrate evil in a theater.
About half hour into the movie, you hear this loud pop, pop, pop sound. And it coincided right with the fight scene that was in the movie. And you look over to our right and you could see smoke kind of floating in the air.
I found out that many people from our church were in the theaters that we were unaccounted for and we didn't know yet. A small group in the theater where the shooter was and the rest in that adjacent theater.
I noticed that security wasn't coming. Then the group that was over by the fireworks, some were getting up, kind of holding their sides, holding their neck. Then I realized I'm starting to feel some stuff in my leg, and I kind of looked down, it's like a plaster, I realized now it's from the wall.
And I think that the prevailing emotion that was happening is shock and prayer. It mobilized the community into prayer.
And it's just mass chaos in the lobby. There's police officers with guns running around, people screaming, people hurt, people bloody. It's mass chaos.
Great comfort came as the news came back that many of our loved ones were safe, but also great sorrow came. It was a very bittersweet time because on the one hand, there's 12 people, precious people lost, and many, many more in the hospital unknown of their status. But at the same time, many people that we knew were saved and spared. We connected with the Billy Graham Rapid Response Team, the chaplains, and immediately connected. It was actually right here at this vigil that we were able to connect with a couple of them, and we prayed together and we began to serve together late into the evenings.
One wonderful opportunity of ministry occurred at Calvary Chapel of Aurora. Pastor Ed was gracious enough to share with the congregation that at that time they had identified 33 individuals connected with the church that had been in one of those theaters in that complex that night. And Bo was one of those individuals. He actually sat right in front of us.
I saw the Billy Graham logo on his shirt, and I know what Billy Graham stands for, and he stands for God and the gospel. I just poured my heart into him, and you can just tell he was there just to minister to me, and it was personal, one-on-one.
He was very open and shared with us his story, and we had just a delightful opportunity to pray for Bo and to see God calm him in the midst of the trial that he's going through. It's a challenging time for someone who comes that close to being killed.
It lifted my spirits like no other. I left service that day as if I had just unloaded the world's problems on someone else, and I knew that he'd be praying for me from here on out.